I was on mute that whole time talking to you. Oh man. Had it all planned out and I left myself on mute. Hopefully the stream actually, is working. Because it's still saying it's having issues on my end. Looks like it's okay. So yeah. Let's get to it. Just going to turn the audio up a little bit so you guys can hear the music. How are you doing tonight, OG? How's everyone doing tonight? Starting off their Monday right, hopefully. For some reason, the background music's picking up on the microphone. Stream health says good now, so here we go. So I've been working on a new deck. I'm actually playing a different mode. They have different contests once in a while, and I'm playing one right now where you have to have minimum 60 cards. That's your usual deck limit in a game of Magic. But right now they have this on where you can have up to 100 or even more, I think. 100's usually a commander deck. RoboCub, can you see now? Thanks for coming in, man. I can see the stream on my end and it looks okay. Hopefully everything's okay. It looks like, because I've got it up here on my phone, I just wanted to make sure everything was okay with the stream tonight. It looks like it's doing okay. So as I was saying, there's a game format that's going on. Never mind, I had my eyes closed. Oh, you troll. You troll. So there's a game mode going on right now where you have to play with one of every card. Normally in a game of Magic, you can have up to 4 of one different type of card. Of a creature, spell, or sorcery. But right now, in this one I'm playing, it's limit of 1 of each card. So it's a little bit more challenging, and I actually did surprisingly well on the weekend. So I'm rolling with it, and I'm actually building it in real life. I don't have all the cards, but I'm working on it. So if you see me looking down, no worries, RoboCub, no worries about the joke. If you see me looking down and picking cards up, that's what I'm doing, because I'm trying to get these into protective covers for tomorrow to bring them to work. Unfortunately, I don't have all the cards that are in this deck that I'm playing online, because some of them are new, but I'll pick them up. How are you doing tonight, RoboCub? Yeah, sure is. Voice says, it's one thing to see you slaughter coeds at Crystal Lake, but a card game with no violence. Sorry, old boy. No. Have fun, though. Sounds good. Sounds good. Thanks, Voice. Thanks for stopping in and supporting. I can appreciate that it's not the most exciting thing, but I try to keep it interesting because it also gives me the chance to talk to you guys in the audience and to talk about other stuff going on that we're up on top of, That's good to hear, RoboCub. Good to hear you're doing okay. There actually wasn't much news. Just want to thank everyone again for stopping by the DLC yesterday, the stream that I do on Sundays. And it was a shorter one than usual because we had missed a week and there wasn't really a lot other than like the Vox apocalypse, And I really didn't want to talk about that. Not that I don't support it. I do support the people that are talking out against it. I just don't think it's quite as extreme as they're saying it is yet. It could get there, but I don't think it's quite there yet. RoboCub says kill ? Unfortunately, this is the wrong game. On Friday night, we'll be doing more killing or being killed. We'll be going back to Outlast. I should really be paying attention, but I'd rather talk to you guys. That's what this type of stream I thought could do, be a little bit more social, where I do my thing, I work on my deck, but we can also talk, and who knows, we might have somebody come in that's really good. like we did last week. We had some random guy come in, a random player, and he wanted to play me. Top 1,000 in the world, and I beat him once. That's enough. This is just as violent of a game as Friday the 13th. It's just in a different format. Just a different style game, you know? There is a lot of waiting. OG says, I've been watching Mandela Effect videos today, some strange stuff. I definitely remember some stuff that has now changed. I hear you, man. I remember a couple years ago, that was like all what YouTube was about, the Mandela Effect videos, and it's true, because I remember I've always been a pretty big gamer, so I used to be a pretty big fan of the Angry Video Game Nerd, and I still kind of am, even though he's like top tier now, he's like sponsored, and I don't hold it against him. It's just his quality of video has just subsided a little bit, and I don't like some of the guys that he works with. So I don't watch as much, but I still appreciate his stuff. But back then, I remember he did a really good video about the Mandela Effect. Let me just get some damage here. I'm going to block that. I'm going to block that. Make sure they don't have Menace or anything. And Rage. Whenever it's dealt damage. Yeah, but I don't have any damage. It's just a blocker. It did 1 damage, so it killed my thing. But I was going to say, he did a really good Mandela Effect video. One seriously, and then he did one about a series of video games for the Bernstein Bears. And that, growing up, you'd think it would be Bernstein, and it's always been Bernstein, something like that, Bernstein. So yeah, I hear you, man. But yeah, just that throughout history, there's a lot more examples of the Mandela Effect that you think, you think, one way that it happened. And it really is a different way. But what were some of the videos that you were watching? What should I play? I'm going to play the Knight. So I get a Knight with Vigilance, and I'm just going to hold off on there. But like I said, I haven't watched too much. I watched Bowles Trek's video on the Vocalypse, but not too much. And that's why I didn't mention it yesterday in the stream. Because I agree, like, it is a very serious thing, and it could be something that we really have to watch out for. But I think some YouTubers might be ringing the alarm bells a little bit too early. But I'm supportive of their views. I think you guys know where most of my views lay. In terms of free speech and ability to speak your mind. Along with Star Trek Discovery and the new Twilight Zone. And Godzilla movies. And Friday the 13th. Alright, so what do we got? What are we gonna play? They've got a flying dragon token on the table. I'm not going to attack because I'm 2/2, and I don't have enough mana or land to turn that card to get a bump on that. So I'm going to just no attack because I'm going to bring Soren out on the next one, and I got to roll him +2 to deal damage right to that guy's person's. As someone in the chat that kept reminding us last week that I shouldn't assume gender, the person's face, the individual's face. So yeah, we have some time to talk in this one because this player is waiting me out and taking their time when it's their turn. They're trying to get me to quit. But they don't know I'm very stubborn. I'm not going to quit. Soren is on the table. This is one of the cards. I actually had it, and I traded it to someone at work for some reason. Alright, so what do we got here? So we're gonna squeeze 2 here to chunk 1 life and buff 1 life onto me. Chunk 1 off the player, 1 onto me. And then I'm gonna roll the +2. Damage right to the face. A little bit of damage right to the face.
The weak feed the strong.
And then I'm going to attack with my angel because well, they've got a mana that'll buff it up to 3, but I don't think they've got anything else to buff it up unless they have a spell in their library that can offset that. I'll make it 3/2. Do they have something to make it a 4/2? Ah, they did. They did. Oh, it's unlimited. They stacked it. That's my mistake. So there goes my angel. I don't know why you're wasting your mana. We're just going to knock each other out. You can't buff your life. You're just buffing your attack. And it doesn't have trample. So trample means that if it hits my card, it can't come through to me. Yes. I don't have a resolve up. Just hit attack, man. Or individual. So we can move on because I got lifelink and I got the 4 buff. 4 points of health buffed for the card that I sacrificed. Really? Really? Throwing instances on the table to take my cards out. And all I got left is... Oh, well, there goes Sorin. Parting is such sweet Sorin. That's got trample. Yeah, I'll give him his land card for that. I'm going to take the block. He gets a land card for it.
I've seen these tricks before.
So Sorin survives for one more hit point. Oh, come on. Just find your land card and put it on the table. Play that. It's now hexproof.
I abhor my need for blood.
And it's only a 2/2 buff that I could put on to this creature, but this creature's a 2/5, and I'd still get killed, so no thank you, no thank you. No attack. And turn. Hopefully I get a better draw coming up. But yeah, usually for people who have joined me every week, you've seen that I'm not the greatest at this game, that I'm still learning. And I went on a run on Saturday morning with this deck that I built. This is a stomp deck, kind of like an abbreviated forest deck that has a lot of big creatures. I don't think I'm gonna survive this for a couple more turns, but I did really well Saturday morning. I was shocked. And usually Saturdays are a day to avoid because that's when the really good players come out to play. You're just taking Sorin out? Go ahead, you can have him. All he does is deal a little bit of damage. And pulls creatures from the graveyard, but I'm good with that. I'm good with losing it. Oh, he's coming at me. No blocks. Slid it all through. But yeah, I think I'm going to do a little bit more streaming through the week. Hey, what's up, Mr. Matthews? And you rage quit this game. You rage quit this game this weekend. I hear you. I did that initially too. I rage quit this game quite a bit. But I kept going. And once you get the hang of it, it's actually not that bad. And I've had some help from people who play the game. But I can understand a rage quit, that's for sure. Oh, now I get a Johnny's Welcome at the end of the game. That thing's gonna kill me. Goreclaw's gonna finish me off. They're all tapped, so I might as well use that. Give it to Shalai, the Voice of Plenty. And I'll attack. And neither of them had lifelink, so that's 15 points on the 15 hit points they've got on the board there on their table. So if they buff it all, Rabid Bite took my angel out. Feel the rage, feel the rage, exactly. Trust me, I felt it. I felt it in many a game. And there's the buff. There's 18 points on the board right there. 19. And I'm down to 1 point. Dealt damage. Yeah. Untap target permanent. No, I thought it was gonna have an after effect. Oh yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean, man. Mr. Matthews says, I'm just trying to have a little fun, and you get these douches who filled their decks with instances, enchantments, no creatures. Exactly. Or they have a mill deck. They have a deck where all it does is have sorcery spells, like instances or sorceries, that make you throw cards out of your deck. That make you put cards in your graveyard or cards in exile. It's the most annoying thing ever. Oh, by the way, rip over here. I'm done. So, I'll just... GG, bud. We got it. I hear you, man. I completely hear you about the frustration with that. I know the feeling very well. No blocks. On to the next. All right. So like I was saying, I was doing Storm of the Citadel, where for 3 wins you get every 3, 6, and then 15 wins you get special cards. So I actually finished this on the weekend. I was telling them, Mr. M, I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. That I went on this crazy run with this deck I built. And Mr. Matthews says, yeah, I got a couple of those too. As soon as I see that, I just concede. As soon as I see anyone who plays cards like that, I just concede. And then every time you thought you would find a good match, they would concede. Exactly, because they don't want to spend the time. A lot of people don't have the patience. They just want to get to the next game, so they just concede the game if they think they're going to lose. Or if they don't like the pull, if they don't like the hand they've pulled, taken off the top of their deck. They'll just concede and go on to the next one. Everybody's in such a rush. To get to the next one. And I can't really say anything because sometimes I'm guilty of that too. But I like playing it through like that one. I thought I had it there at first, but then he started buffing up Goreclaw. I knew that that I would not have the creatures to take that thing out, so I just let it roll. All right, what do we got? Throw Swamp out there, and my Concordia Pegasus, flying 1/3 creature, get a buff from a Johnny's Welcome. Every time a creature enters the battlefield, I get 1 life. Alright, white-green. Pollen Bright Druid. Proliferating on top. That has lifelink, so let it through. That'll buff him. 1. Mr. Matthews says, so I've been thinking about this all day. I think we should give it a go. For sure, man. Definitely. We can definitely play sometime like now or another time. I'd be down. I'll play you. I'm pretty new. I know some things, and I can show you a couple things of what I've picked up so far. Isn't much. Can't believe the stream actually looks good tonight. It's not having any issues, fingers crossed. Where maybe it's because not everyone in YouTube is streaming. Throw a Vampire Neonate out there, get my 1 buff, and then attack again for the 1. Mr. Matthews says, sure, I'm not sure how it will work, but I can log on. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Do I want to play that, or do I want to just hit him for 1 and gain 1? I need another creature out there. I get the buff anyway. Don't have enough mana. Oh. I opened a drink just before we came on. I've been neglecting it. Just Canada Dry, though. Nothing interesting. Oh, Diamond Mare. This player's got a lot of cards out on the table right now, so... And like I said, I did really well with this on the weekend, but this deck is still a work in progress. So, I'm having fun with it. Could see a lot of losses. Watch me go over for the evening. Oh, I tapped it. That was my bad. So yeah, I was going to watch more Black Mirror last night, like I was talking about on the stream, that I was going to continue to catch up. I did not. I wanted to watch something good. So I'll give it another chance. But I'm not a huge fan of it. As of right now, I'm not the biggest fan. I definitely want to watch more of Good Omens, like I was talking about on the stream. Didn't have the chance to do that, so I'm going to block that with that, so that'll wipe that out. Mr. Matthews is talking in the chat. I can guarantee you at least 1 win. All good. All good. Watch you beat me. Like, this deck is like a total patchwork thing together. It's not quite a vampire deck, but it's not quite a restoration deck. Maybe I just went on an incredibly lucky run. That's what I'm starting to think. Luminous Bonded. My Sky Marcher. Bah. Oh, Jesus, you gotta suffer for your heart. Yeah. But like I was saying on the stream, I was talking to the guys offline, Cub and Jez, that I'd like to talk about stuff that we enjoy more, like positive stuff, and we can analyze what we liked about it, what we thought could even be a little bit better, rather than always watching shows that just make us angry, for lack of a better term. And OG says, get him, yeah, man. Bring it. Let's do this. Oh, the indestructible flying creature is out, but I don't have enough land. Mr. Matthews says, we'll do 2 out of 3. I have a scary monster deck. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Right after I finish getting beaten this game, we'll get on to that. The 3/4, so I should be able to get that through. I wish I had something to remove that enchantment as well. I do not. RoboCub says Cub likes being angry. Yeah, for show purposes, he definitely does. For show purposes, he really does enjoy it. Oh no, they're double blocking. Why? Why you gotta take my Shalai away? I'm gonna lose all my hexproof. Maybe not. Maybe they're gonna let it through. Alright. We have ourselves a game here. Just wish I could get this enchantment off, but... So they threw Luminous Bonds on me, and that enchanted creature can't attack or block, so basically just sitting there. Oh, not Meteor Golem. Destroy target non-permanent and opponent controls, so... There goes my Shalai. My angel! No! Now they're bringing the army. I haven't seen this card before. Elvish Clan Caller. Other elves you can control get a 1/1. So the Pollen Bright got 1. And the Liana War Elves got 1. We'll block that. Take that out. Mr. Matthews says, I thought he was going to hate Charles Dance yesterday, but he didn't. No, he did not. I was a bit surprised by that as well. OG says, y'all remember Ed McMahon delivering giant $1 million paid checks for Publishers Clearancing House? Mr. Matthews says, just Game of Thrones, which is fine, definitely. It's always fine. Ed McMahon, I think so. I do remember seeing those commercials when I was a kid. I clearly remembered, and now he never worked for them at all. What? Is that what? Oh, man. A removed target, return, convert a mana cost. So I need to pay 4. I don't have it. Ah. You're kidding me, right? OG? Yeah, I totally remember those commercials. Yeah, before you came in, Mr. Matthews, Euler Greg was talking about the Mandela effect and things that we remember differently than how they actually happened. Apparently, that's one of them, but I don't remember that at all. I thought Ed McMahon was a thing for sure. There we go. Put the flashlight right in my face. That way we get a bit more light. It looks like I'm lit by the monitor. What did they just play? Some horn color? No. This isn't going well for me. Mr. Matthews said I would have been too young to know who he was. And OG says, not kidding. That's crazy. Wow. I'm going to have to look up those videos. Then I'll go down a YouTube rabbit hole. And those can be fun or interesting depending on your definition of fun. and your definition of interesting. This game took a turn. This game seriously took a turn. See you later, Soren. Yes, Mr. Matthews, I brought that up. I brought that up because we were talking about that, and I was talking about AVGN's video about the Bernstein Bears, the Bernstein Bears. That's my experience with the Mandela Effect through James Rolfe. OG says, other stuff I can dismiss, but I'm absolutely sure of that one and a few more. Oh yeah, I totally remember that. Publisher House clearing sweepstakes or something. I'm sure he was in the commercials. Because that was before I knew, like, he like worked with Johnny Carson. I knew that later, but I remember the dude being in it. OG says, I'm living in a sci-fi movie. We all are, OG. Apparently, we all are. Maybe the Twilight Zone was right with that season finale, the meta episode. We're really living in the Twilight Zone. OG says, correct spelling him. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I was talking about, that video, Euler Greg. That's what it's all about. That AVGN just shows that it's Bernstein. Every book is Bernstein. Or Berenstain. It's crazy. I keep getting updates on my phone for other things going on. Trying to keep up with the chat. I guess I could be looking in the... I want to make sure the stream looks good, though, so I've got it up on my software. It looks fine tonight, though. Everything looks good. Yeah, man. Yeah, Mr. Matthews. It's really Berenstain. It's really Stain, not Stein. At least according to that video I watched. It could have been a complete troll, but he had a bunch of books in it, like the kids' books, and they all said Stain. You know you're in trouble when there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 creatures on the board, and it's buffed with an artifact that whenever equipped creatures deals combat damage, you may draw an extra card. So, extra card on each one. It doesn't have a tapped creature. I want to just destroy something. Hopefully on the next time. Hopefully on the next time. End my turn. Mr. Matthews says, I was pleased to see you on tonight. I was worried you might have more technical difficulties. So was I, man. After this weekend, like the issue Saturday when I was trying to come on, maybe it was just YouTube and there were too many people streaming. Because I've got it set to what I normally would stream at in terms of bitrate. And it, oh, well, my YouTube now says my stream is bad. Everything looks fine on our end. Oh, well, there's the issues again. A little bit of buffering. So we've got a bit of buffering. So I'm not going to play that because I need... Well, I can, because then I'll just have 2 more, so I'll play that. Speak of it, as soon as we say that, it goes to bad. And the stream starts buffering. It seems fine on my phone. Let me know if there's any other issues. I saw that one little thing. The one little buffer, but it looks okay other than that. The quality looks fine. But thanks, man. I was really worried I was going to have issues because I wanted to get a lot more streaming in over the next little while. Like as we get into summer and like the thing not agreeing, I was like, oh boy. OG says, there's a clip of Johnny Carson and his buddy on Letterman with a giant Publishers Clearinghouse check he brought because Ed McMahon couldn't make it. Exactly. What's up with that? What's up with that? Like, I've never seen that clip, but that's like right there. That's Carson making a nod to that. So I don't know. So that clip is there, but Ed never worked for Publishers Clearinghouse. there are other examples. Robocub says, this Mandela stuff is true and deeply disturbing. Yeah, man. Like, I'm sure we saw that stuff. Like, I'm sure of it. It's that is so weird. But like I say, you start watching that stuff, and that just leads you down YouTube rabbit holes, which can be a lot of fun. And deeply scary. Mr. Matthews says, I remember the same guy coming up to everyone's door with a microphone and the check, but I can't picture his face. I would have totally believed you if you said it was Ed McMahon. I'm sure it was too. Like, oh no, they're not playing the indestructible character I don't have enough land for. No! So I don't even think I could kill that. It was, as OG says, Mr. Matthews, they're altering the simulation. Exactly. They're changing the simulation up. Because I'm sure of it. Because I remember later on those commercials changed to where it was just like families receiving the check from some generic guy. It was like a younger guy. But I remember that it was an older guy with like white hair at the time delivering it. And I didn't even know who Johnny Carson was. I didn't even know who Ed McMahon was at first. I wasn't familiar with Johnny Carson. I only started getting the joke because as a kid, I would watch Second City Television here in Canada, and they would always do a shtick where John Candy would play Ed McMahon on this variety show hour. They would do like the Sammy Maudlin show. I think it was Joe Flaherty played the character. Great bit, by the way, if you guys haven't seen it. That's a great bit. Oh my God, I'm getting wrecked. Oh, geez, that something is happening. This is real. I know. I know. It's like there's too much. There's too much out there. All right. I'm going to destroy one creature just to bug him. But he didn't play with that one. I don't even think I could use Take Vengeance. Oh, it can be destroyed by that. But the game's over. Just because I'm butthurt. Kill one of your creatures. OG, it says, as was on all the envelopes they delivered for decades. OG says the British flag has changed. Really? From like the Union Jack? We always had that on our flag here in Ontario and certain other provinces in Canada. The Union Jack is on it in a smaller version. There's my last damage. There's my last damage. And now the game ends. And I never got my Primal Dawn out. Never got that. I don't have that card in real life. So Robocub says it looks funny. What? The British flag? I'll have to check this stuff after we're done here. Because, yeah, it's pretty freaky, to be completely honest. Wrecked. Destroyed. So, Mr. Matthews, you want to give it a go? You want to give it a try? Will I go and take a look at this deck? OG says, slightly different. Maybe only some of us see the stuff. Robocub says, I see it too. I'd probably notice it. Because like I said, I'm pretty familiar with the flag. Because there's a smaller version in our province's flag. So I would have seen it a lot as a kid. Like, it would have been impressed in my mind. That person had way more than 65 cards. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. How do we get to profile? There's my player number if you want to add me. I'll just put it on the screen. Do it, before you change. Exactly. Before we become all other creatures. Acid Burn, how's it going, man? Pretty good. I'm just I was finishing up yesterday the what do you call it? The Singleton challenge. So I'm done that. So I'm just gonna play someone else in the chat as well. But if you're up for another game, man, hope you've been doing well. How about you? I'm up for that. I homebrewed a deck, a white-black deck. So I rolled with it through this, but haven't been doing too well other than that. Actually, I'd go with my Jace deck for this one. Thanks for coming in again, Acid Man. It was a great time last week. Oh yeah, I think I need your number as well, Mr. Matthews. That's what happened last week. I need your number and you need my number. So we need to each send the request. So if you could send me yours as well, whether it be on here. Well, it's probably just on here because I don't think I have you on Twitter. Okay. But I need your player number. I forgot because Acid just came in the room and that totally reminded me because he told me that last week that we each need each other's player number to play. Hope you've been well, man. Yeah, there you go. You need both. Thanks again. Oh, it's getting so warm up here where I am. Used to being so cold in Canada. It's been a pretty cool spring. It's definitely humid today. Gonna have to turn the air conditioning on soon. All right. Let me just pop that in. You guys see me take forever to type? And play. Here we go. The request has been sent. Yes. Mr. Matthews, I'll get him warmed up. I'm playing a different deck. I'm playing one that I recently bought and then imported in the thing. I've changed it up a little bit. All right. Mega Jetty came in. I posted the Final Fantasy VII Remake release date video earlier. How's your day? That's awesome, man. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well also. Good to hear you got that thing finished and posted. Always feels good when you get something done and up, you know? Like up on YouTube, I mean. Robocub's cheering for me. Acid Burn says, don't forget the 126 monster. Yeah. I'm not going to forget that one. I showed a bunch of people, some of the people I play Magic with at work on lunch. I'm like, you guys got to check this video out. You got to see this. Because I have another friend that plays a lot of mill or control decks. It's like, you got to check this out, man. You got to watch this. So OG's back in Mr. Matthews and RoboCub's back in me. Let's see what we got here. So play that. And I'm going to roll out the Pullenbright Druid and put the counter onto itself. $126 Hydro. Oh yeah. It was the one that comes in this deck. The Forest Island, the green-blue card. The Essence, I think. Just kept buffing it up. Two more subs and I'm a quarter away from 1K. That's awesome, man. Good to hear. Congrats. So I will put it on Island again. Put 1/1 counter on that. And then I would play another Pollenbright Druid. And I will proliferate. Submit 1. Up to 4. Acid Burn says, I'm on your side, Don. Thanks, man. Thanks for the support. RoboCub says, solo close. So close. And Mega Jitty says, hey, OG. Alright. Put 1/1 counter on that one. Hold it back. Yeah, the deck I built as it is it's just a homebrew of a white black with a couple planeswalkers in it, just Sorin and the Wanderer. But I've been way more aggressive with it because I can be. Now I'm back to playing this deck. It's like it's a lot more like just wait. Wait, I gotta build the mana pool up. I got quite a bit with those New Horizons. Yeah, why not? Play that, put it that, proliferate again, submit 2, up to 6. Mr. Matthews says, geez, where's Brent when I need him? And also land, yeah, exactly. Sometimes you gotta take the mulligan, Mr. Matthews. Sometimes you just gotta go with the 6 cards to try to get more land. If you don't get enough. You got 3, but you're getting mana effed. Acid Burn says, I made an anti-burn deck. Got 7 wins and constructed just to get, wow. Wow. No! Good thing I've got counter spells. And I get to surveil. Alright. Get Casamina out on the board. Roll the -2. And then discard a card. I'll get rid of that. War Scale. Acid Burn said, send me a friend request on Discord, Don. Sounds good, man. Is it your YouTube name? Your Discord? Oh no! The Chupacabra! That card. Sounds good, man. I'll send it to you once we're done here. Just gonna take a screenshot of that so I can remember the name. Then I'll add you. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. That kind of... Alright, time to get some damage going. Stealth mission. Do I want another blue wizard? Yeah, why not?
Focus on what matters.
Get rid of the other war scale. Oh boy. I had to play another counter spell there, Mr. Matthews. I couldn't let good old Obnixilis out on the table. That's the power of the blue deck. It's the blue deck is all about control, like counter spells Just canceling, negating, that sort of thing. No, another Chupacabra. I hate that card. Zombie Cat says brain pizza. Here we go with pizza again. Every week we end up talking about pizza on one of my streams. I do enjoy it though. Very much so. Everything looks good. I'm just checking. A little bit of flash on the screen there. Just wanted to check my YouTube feed to make sure everything still looks good. Says the stream's health is good. I'm glad to see that. I had some issues this weekend. Everybody's probably aware. That's the person I got $1 on Don. I don't know, man. He's killed a lot of my cards. He murdered one and then he Chupacabra'd the other two. I'm going to have to block that. I don't want to take that. But I don't want the black zombie coming out. Alright. Let's go one. Go with that. The dam breaker out there. Submit 2. Do I want to use Casmina's last one? Nah. I'll save her. Chupacabra. Sorry, Mega Jetty. Let me take a look. Mega Jetty says, "Hey OG, I see even more embarrassing is that he recorded it, but I don't see other than that. I got 2 more subs. I'm a quarter away from 1K. I saw that. The other one just says that even more embarrassing is that he recorded it. What were you referring to, Mega Jetty? Ah, he's blocking with both. There goes my Jace. Sorry. Sorry, Mr. Matthews. Sometimes I forget to resolve. When you're playing when I play at work, we don't resolve. We just say end of turn sort of thing. Oh, Fel Spectre, really? And damage? Not good, not good. Oh, it got blocked. Sorry, man. Because I'm not on. I'm on my phone, so I don't see that. Let me see. There you go. Got it. I don't know why. Oh, because it said suck it. That's why it probably got blocked. Speaking of subs, I had. Oh, he's attacking. So no block. Sorry, Mr. Matthews, again for the delay. Speaking of subs, I had Subway today. When I was putting shorts on, my stepdad said something to annoy me, so I did it. I did the suck it chop. I accidentally hit myself in the balls. Oh boy. That sucks. Get another flying creature out there. Jesus, projection. And I'm going to use last one.
My students are loyal genius.
Get that. Proliferate. Oh, Death Baron. Acid Burn says I have a deck in the works. Love to try it on you. Sure, man. Sounds good. I'm a willing subject. I'll play that other deck that I'm brewing up. Mega J says, and he recorded it. I'm wondering if I should post it on YouTube. You should, man. You gotta see that. You gotta, like, the collective has to see that. So that's got Death Touch. Oh, that zombies have Death Touch. Centipede dies. 1/1 counter. Fell Spectre. Nice. Good game, Mr. Matthews. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I hate Chupacabra, and I hate murder cards playing against me. Go for another one? Gonna switch to my Rawl deck. Oh, I can't because it's broken. I'll play Vraska. Sounds good. One rematch. And then Acid Burn says he's got a deck that he wants to try out. He wants to roll out that he's been working on. Acid Burn says, I hope it will be a new tier 1 deck for me soon. Nice. Alright, so I haven't played this deck in a while. Let's see what we got here. The Iron Shell Beetle. I don't even have the Iron Shell Beetle in this deck anymore. In real life. OG says, okay, you've suckered him in, Mr. You've suckered him in, M. Now unleash hell. Get another creature out on the board, and then dead weight. Mr. Matthews says, I think I bought the same deck you did. Oh, you're playing the same swamp? Like, could be. But you have Fell Spectre. I don't have that one in mind. So you might have it. I think there's another Vraska one, so you might have that one. So I got to discard here. Get rid of the bat. I don't want to lose the big boy or the land. That's for sure. Acid Burn, no attacks. Says I played the fun T3 and 4 decks, then my top 100,000 deck in Mythic deck for the last game. Yeah, those are all the ones from last week, I think, though. Alright. Yeah. Gonna mill myself a bit to get a land card. And they're all land. Alright. On the top of my library. So I lost 2. Lost 2 lands. No. Burn says, yeah, the control deck. Oh, I remember it. I remember it. That was a lot of fun. If I was playing, like if I was in the same tier and playing that deck, I wouldn't think it was fun. But just being able to see it where I am and on my stream. This isn't looking too good for me. Mr. Matthews might have me hear this one. As the Burn says, I bought the Vraska deck in real life, but I made this deck in Arena. Oh, okay, yeah. I bought that same one. I have that same one. I'm in trouble. Because I have no flying. You're just nicking me away. You're nicking me away. Acid Burn says, I made a new Super Friends deck. That's fun. Nice. Oh, another flying creature? Really? Oh, you got me this time. Gotta do some damage. Haven't even done any. Well, so much for that. At least I killed a couple Saprolings. Oh, not the Chupacabra again. No! Ah, I hate that card. I'll block the 1. I'll take the 4, 5, and I'm at 1. Oh, I drew a land. Are you kidding me? GG. Mega Jitty says, alright, my embarrassing video is uploaded. So everyone in the chat, go and check that out. Tweet it out too, Mega Jetty. Send it out so Flip sees it for the Fandom Collective Twitter account. And everyone. Really? Really? You couldn't just finish it? You had to coup de grace me and murder? You had to murder one of my creatures. That's a pretty effective deck, so I can understand playing against mill guys. It might be a problem though if you were having that, but stick with it, man. You got some Chupacabras in there, some murder cards. It's got potential. So let me know when you're ready, Acid Burn. If you're good now. Oops. Sounds good. Send you the request. Let me edit my deck. Put on this homebrew one I'm working on. And we'll do it up. That was a lot of fun, Mr. Matthews. We got to do that more often. Every Monday. Every Monday. Go big or go home. Yeah, you wrecked me in that second match. The first one was pretty close. Because that blue deck takes a while to build. Alright, guys. Here we go again. Acid Burn is with us. Mr. Matthews. Off the top, we played 2 games. That was a lot of fun. Acid Burn has joined us again. We're ready for another match. Oh no. All that means is that he's gonna scry one where he can look at one, and then I think he can put it at either leave it on top or look it at the bottom of his deck. Put it to the bottom of his deck. Oh no, not fun. No. So he gets to see my hand, and then so I have to discard a card, or oh yeah, Shalaya went into the graveyard. Oh, Shalaya's already in the graveyard. Off to just a great start. Thief of Sanity. Whenever Thief of Sanity deals combat to a player, look at the top 3 cards of that player's library. Exile one of them face down, and then puts the rest in the graveyard. Ugh. Oh, man. Alright. Mr. Matthews says thanks for the support, OG. Yeah, he had your back. RoboCub and Acid were in the first game. You're backing me. Oh, God. That card's only 2 mana? Are you kidding me? So now he's gonna mill into my deck. Exiled 1 and put the other 2 in the graveyard. Oh boy. A wipe card. That card's crazy. For only 3 mana, all creatures get 2/2. Till end of turn, exile all creatures in the graveyard that they were put on from the battlefield. Creature would die, exile it instead. That is nuts. That card. Only costs 3 mana as well. Oh god. Oh god. More mill. So I guess I sacrificed and it created an amassed 4 army. Oh. And all I got is poor Sorin.
Time for a drink.
Mr. Matthews. Oh no! Not the cage. Mr. Matthews says, I can't believe how much your sub count has gone up since that bot stream. I know! Like YouTube like cut down the views, but the subs have gone up like crazy. So I don't know what's happening. But my views in general aren't really going up along with it, so it's weird. I'll take it though.
Like a fun new toy.
And now I draw another land. He's got the new Liliana from this collection, from War of the Spark. Whenever a creature you control dies, you can +1 to create a 2/2 black zombie token. Like, there, he's just hit me right in the face with it. -4 each player sacrifices 2 creatures. -9 each opponent chooses a permanent they control of each permanent type and sacrifices the rest. Oh, and another land. Good time to get all that land. Oh yeah, for sure, another one. I'm going to change my deck up a bit, so I'll just need a minute. Acid burn.
Rise and
Or I'll just play with a different deck in our next one. Because wow, that deck is crazy. Mr. Matthews says, have you thought about putting out more standalone videos? I'm going to. I just got to find the time, but I definitely want to. Because I had that week there where I put a couple out. Well, one was the YouTube rant. I put out a couple. Let's see what we'll play with. Go with Vraska. No, I'm ready to go now, man. I'm good to go. I'll just switch the decks up. And I'm going to, Mr. Matthews. I got a lot of plans for that. They're going to be shorter videos, not as, like, extensive as some of my review videos, because I don't know how Cub does it. I know he's cut it down to 2, like, every 2 weeks, but when he was going every week, the reviews and the quality does, I don't know where he finds the time. Because that's all I would be doing. Outside of work, that's all I would be doing. So they're going to be cut down videos, but I'm going to do more. Thanks, man. Same to you. I'm going to do more videos. Mr. Matthews says, I really like those play-by-play videos you did. I think you did the Pokemon one. Yeah, and the Magic one. I like both of those too, where I recorded and then I play-by-played over top of it. So maybe I'll do something like that again. Maybe I'll do like some old retro games and call, like a sports game or something, and do a call over it. Acid Burn. That's a good idea. Thanks, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making those. Acid Burn says, I will change my deck every game. Sounds good. Sounds good. Oh, those card skins. Those are ridiculous. Looks sick. Or deck sleeves. Yeah, they're sweet. Oh, there's Esiok. Target player puts top 4 cards from the library in the graveyard and then they get exiled. Yay! The card's crazy. Alright. Krull Raider. Mr. Matthews says, I've been working on a big video for months. I can't believe how much work it is. Yeah, man, when you really get into it, after you've done like the recording and you're gonna do like the posts, like the editing and the leveling, and if you need to do any voice over it, oh yeah, crazy. I need to take time off. I got some vacation coming up. Not again. Oh, it's the -1. Oh, before I even get to like, all my cards are gonna be gone. I got 8 already exiled. But yeah, man, that's awesome, Mr. Matthews. You'll have to let us know. Let us know in the streams and stuff when it's ready. We'll all check it out. Tenant of Vraska. Cancel. Newbie mistake. Oh. Ah. Well, there goes up to 14 now. And you can do it 2 more times. Oh, man. And Kroll Foragers is an undergrowth for every creature in my graveyard, but he's exiled them, so they don't count. Ah! Mr. Matthews says, I played a dude who all he did was exile my deck. I was down 30 after just a few minutes. I conceded that one. Oh, yeah, I bet. Acid Burn says, why? Still got 30 cards. Still got 30 cards. So Narsats, each opponent can't draw more than one card each turn. That's an awesome passive ability. Ah. Another one coming up. Oops.
Still have much to learn.
Oh, it pays 2 life. The breeding pool would come in tapped unless you pay 2 life. We did. Oh no, no. Wipe the board. I have 26 cards left. 26 cards. Mr. Matthews says, why? Because I'm not looking for tournament level matches against people who completely outclass me. I want to play, just not be someone's backboard to bounce their balls off of. Agreed. Gotta get better. But where I am at, like, it's good to see these decks because I want to know how to counteract. I want to see the cards that he's playing, and then I can see if there's anything in terms of the decks I'm playing that can counteract them. Mega Jody says, okay, my embarrassing video has been posted. I thought you... Oh, on Twitter. Nice. Because I thought you said you already did it. You're not having a forest on the board. Yeah, exactly, Acid. That's what I'm saying. Where I'm at is that I don't mind playing these decks because it gives me a chance to see how to react against them. We have a chance here, guys. I have a chance. Slim, but I got one. Oh. That Jace card. Only 4 mana. Click on the player. Hit the attack. Nice. The only reason I won that one is because I got Lolith out there. It did damage, and then I was holding on to the growth, the giant growth. Good game. Good game. You want to go for one more? Play one more round. I'm going to change up my deck. Sweet. Let's do this. Yeah, and we'll play more often as well, Mr. Matthews. We can play whenever. Acid Burn says, I'll play as many as you like. Nice. Nice. Very nice. We'll see if Mr. Matthews wants to come back and play another one. He's welcome to as one. Acid Burn says, that was not a T1 deck. Oh, no. No. I could tell the difference, but it definitely had a lot of mill a lot of mill properties to it. But like I said, even when you were milling, that's why I was counting the cards. I'm like, I still got 30 cards, like, as long as I don't get under 20, then it's like red zone. And I lucked out, like, because you were milling me pretty well. And I lucked out that I got the Lolith out there. You had left some stuff in my graveyard, so I got that damage. And then I was able to buff it up with the giant growth. Everything still looks good. Just paranoid. Checking the stream quality. Checking the stream quality. Oh yeah, I've seen that card before. I don't have it in my deck, but it's something that I want to add to this deck. The Hydroid Crisis. That's that same card, I think, that you had a ton of extras, a ton of proliferation on. Play Bloom Hulk. Proliferate. Mr. Matthews says, I just started playing this weekend, so it was my first batch of games out of practice mode, and I haven't nearly unlocked any cards. Yeah, exactly. Once you unlock all those decks and just do your dailies. Oh no, not that Nissa. You'll be set. That Nissa's sick. I opened the forest. I bought sorry. I bought the forest booster theme this weekend, and I was hoping to get Nissa. I got Vivian and a couple other planeswalkers, but I did not pull this Nissa. That land, the ability that you can make a land a 3/3 creature, or you can make it a 0/0, then you can buff them. That's crazy. Yeah, throw Jason's projection out there. And nope, I do not want to attack. Mega Jetty says, the strange squelching sound in game reminds me of classic RE2 games or G. Birkin kills, either Ben or Chief Irons. The giant eyes on his right arm opens make the same sound and open and closes. Interesting. I remember Resident Evil 2, but I don't remember the sound. I haven't played the updated version. That's also on my list of things that I want to play. But we got a lot of horror games to get through. Oh, there's his first land. 3/3 land. Oh, that Nissa card. I wanted so bad for a forest deck. I'd like to put it in this deck because I've got Castamina in it right now. I've got Jason and Castamina as my Planeswalker Acid. I want to take Castamina out and I want to put I want to put her in Nissa. Oh yeah, she's awesome. Like I said, I bought that package. The booster pack. I was so hoping. She'll come though. I'll get her out of a booster pack eventually. I'll just keep buying them. But I like Castamina's passive as well, that she costs more for your opponent to cast spells. Costs 2 more for each spell. I can see why there's so many people that play with a lot of Planeswalkers in the newer deck. Definitely start to see that. Uh-oh. Indestructible. So my lands are now indestructible. Or his lands are now indestructible. That's fun for me. That proliferation though. I need to get to combos like this. This is where this is where I want to be in the game. When I'm pulling combos like this. I get there, it just takes time. And then Growth Spiral. Yeah. Draw a card, you may draw. Put a land from it onto the battlefield. Mega Jitty says, the Resident Evil remake is awesome. Resident Evil 2. Some things were changed, some good, some not so good, but still a great remake, though. I'm waiting for the complete edition with DLC on disc before I buy it and play it. Oh yeah, if they come out with a complete edition with all the DLC, that's what I'll grab too, man. For sure. Alright, let's see what he's got here. He's got a lot of trample. These things are indestructible now. Oh. GG. Got 2 lands that are 14 and 15. And the Hydroid. Krasis. Mr. Matthews, you want to jump back in for another one? But yeah, Mega Jetty, I want to pick that up too. I'll probably wait till it goes on sale. There's always good summer sales on PlayStation. I'm not sure if you have Xbox or PlayStation, but there's always good summer sales. And then there's always the chance that later on in the year it might become a PlayStation, like a PSN member, but that's probably next year. It'll be like a PSN player exclusive, so you can get it for free. Alright, Mr. Matthews, let's do it. Thanks for the games again, Acid. Good times. I'm gonna change it up and play a different deck. He plays a lot of graveyards, so... Play a deck I don't normally play. Thank you. Just play one of the pre-mades. Everything's still looking good. Acid Burn says, nice play, bud. I gotta be up at 1 a.m. start driving. I'll see you later. Sounds good, man. Have a good night. Thanks again for stopping in. You're always welcome to come by, play a couple games. For sure. Have a lot of fun when you're on the stream. That way people get to see me play other people. Now Mr. Matthews is playing. Everybody's going to be playing Magic. I'm going to start a trend. Mega Jetty says, I miss the days when games were completed upon release and there was no half-made games when you had to buy the rest afterwards. There was no DLC for Super Star Wars, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Super Mario World. Exactly. Exactly. Oh yeah, Discord. Sounds good. Sounds good. I'll get you on Discord. Definitely. Mr. Matthews says, be right there, vamp for a bit. No problem, man. No problem at all. Sounds good. I'll definitely add you on Discord. I'll do that right now while Mr. Matthews is doing his thing. Acid Burn, if you're still there, is asking me, I need your 4-digit tag. It won't let me add it. Let me add you. If you're still with us. Alright, different deck. But yeah, I tried to add you, Acid Burn. It's asking for 4-digit number. Sorry, Mr. Matthews. See if I find a way to contact him off of YouTube. We shall see. And to Mr. M, you should not always quit the game just because you're losing. And Magic the Gathering, stay till the end and watch and learn. That's the only way you can get better in this game. Good guy, all it had nothing to do with it. Making him a punching bag or showing off. If you're still Acid, I tried to add you on Discord. It's saying I need your 4-digit number or something. Four-digit tag. Alright, let's do this. Then I'll play Semut. Mega Jetty says, have you ever played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas? Oh yeah, Mega Jetty. I used to stream Vice City all the time. When I started this YouTube channel, all I did was stream off of my PlayStation, and all I did was play Vice City, and I played so much San Andreas in the day. So much of it. Those are my two favorite Grand Theft Autos. 5's really good, but I never really Really got into it, even though I have it. But Vice City and San Andreas were so much fun. Have you been playing it recently? And OG says, fight like the ancient Vulcans. Begin. Oh yeah, exactly. Show off for T'Pau. Alright. I'm going to decline that. I don't want to throw that stuff away. And I'm going to -1. Oh, I shouldn't do that because none of those have summoning sickness. Well, I guess he would have summoning sickness. But I guess all my creatures have haste. Yeah. Why would the -1 be that if all of them have... It would allow me to scry as well. Yes. Yes, Mega Jetty. I'm very familiar with the hot coffee. Sorry, Mr. Matthews. Reading the chat. Oops. Hit the wrong button. Didn't mean that for that to come up on screen. Professionalism at its best. Alright, so let's see what this +1 is.
Your lies will not go unpunished.
Oh, that thing didn't have Death Touch, did it? Ah, Death Baron was out there. Ugh. Shakes head. Newbie mistake. Yeah, there's just so much to wrap your head around on this game, Mr. Matthews. There's another example of it. Mr. Matthews says you're getting out of hand up there, Pete. In the chat? Getting little. Oh, the Deadweight. I love that card. Deadweight's a personal favorite. Alright. So those have Death Touch now. Now I got pop-up ads. Jeez. Give him haste. 9/7. Oh, we're on the table. Exactly. Gotta knock some of my things off. But I got the hexproof on this guy. So your Death Touch doesn't have effect. What? I thought hexproof. There we go again. There's another one. I thought hexproof meant that death touch couldn't affect me. Mega Jetty says, at dawn in mind, I'm living on Grove Street at CJ's house having hot coffee with MJ Wonder Woman, Tifa Lorecroft, and other fictional hot female things I can think of while being a superhero. Now that is an awesome fan fiction. That's something that you need to work on, Mega Jetty. That's something that we all need to see. So I made like 2 big mistakes here. Like, I can't believe that. I thought for sure. This time I'm going to be a little less aggressive. Damn stamp decks or stomp or stampeding decks, trying to just get it done quick. I don't have any cards though. No Fel Spectre passive ability on me. I've got no cards. No, not Samut.
I have witnessed enough destruction already.
Oh boy. This isn't good. Oh. And Krull Raiders already. Oh boy. This is not good for me. So they can all block. That thing's a beast. I can't get through. There's no way through. I need another trample dinosaur on the table stat, but I lost Samut, so I don't have the haste anymore. Mega Jitty says, I'm working on it, but I'm struggling with continuity. Also, I'm thinking of making a pastiche character for my original story, Blue Shogun. Oh, Krull Raiders, Krull Foragers, Undergrowth. He starts off one woman man, but becomes James Bond. Nice. He's bringing it. I'm going to block that with that. Block that with that. I don't have 2 things to block the Krull Raider. The Krull Raider has Menace, so I've got to let it through. So I'm letting 7 points through. And losing 2 creatures. And deals combat damage to me. I thought that was the passive. Whenever flying... Oh, I discard a card. I don't have any players, and Mr. Matthews gets to draw a card. That's a good passive ability. Oh, no. Dead draw. Game over. I drew a land. Good game. Let's go with one more after this. One more, and then I'll probably wrap the stream up shortly after that. I'm sure I've been on since 8:30, but the stream says I've only been on for an hour and a half. Which is weird. Oh god. You need to bring all of them, and you didn't kill my one thing this time, so I'll block with it. I'll block 1. Alright. Change the deck up again. Go back to that one I'm homebrewed. Yeah, that's a good deck what you had roll in there. So you took the Vraska deck and you just changed it up a little bit? Mega Jetty says, at dawn, I know what Tifa's character is, a big-chested girl next door tour guide from a small town that gets burned and her family killed, who becomes a barmaid in a secret effort to get revenge. Nice. But yeah, after this game, I'll probably wrap it up. I would normally stream later, but I'm going to actually watch the Game 5 of the NBA Championship. The Raptors, the Toronto Raptors, are playing to win the series tonight, so hopefully they can actually win it. They're playing right now. I haven't checked the score. I could be really disappointed to do that now. It's probably like already out of hand. Well, I guess I think I'll just stay and play Magic. But hopefully they win. What do we got here? Some life. NBA. Raptors are down by 6 at the half. They can come back from that. Mega Jetty says, at dawn, first, do I have her be from another world like Final Fantasy universe? Or do I have her be a resident of Earth? That's a tough one. That's a tough one, Mega Jetty. I always like the off-Earth idea, like not from Earth, but actually there's also benefits to the character being from Earth as well, so they're more relatable. But you can make an alien creature relatable as well, so not necessarily. Take that block and create your Saproling. I need more mana. I need more mana. Okay, mana. That's not a mana card. But I'll take the Shield Mirror. Buffs me up a little bit. And no attacks. Which would you prefer, Mega Jetty says, because I'm indecisive. Oh yeah, you already had like 4 mana on the table. Now you got 5. Oh, the Dowser of Lights. I like that creature. Even though it doesn't really have an ability, it's got a good health bar, 4/5. And I just like the picture. It looks like that Krull Raider as well. I'd have to think about that, Mega Jetty. Like I said, they both have their thing. I would, if it's like, it depends if you're going for like a real sci-fi feel. If sci-fi fantasy, I would say Off-World. I would definitely say Off-World. I don't want my Shield Mirror to die. Mr. Matthews says, good number. I picked the cards that reminded me of Zerg and Starcraft, of the Zerg and Starcraft. Exactly. That's the Dowser of Lights and the Krull Raider. Block that. And I'll block that with that. Oh my god, I got a mana. I got a mana. Which one? Which one? I gotta sacrifice a friggin' creature. I don't have enough mana. Mega Jitty says, well, Blue Shogun is a magician from feudal Japan, Earth, who comes to modern America, and I was going to include an arc where he gets blasted across the universe to save Earth. Exactly, that's a great story. Should totally do that. It's totally a good idea. And Mr. Matthew says, and Vraska, dead ringer for Kerrigan. Yeah, Vraska's awesome. She's got some really good cards. The card that we have is so expensive to play. There's other Vraskas out there, even recent ones that like the new expansion, that are way cheaper to play, and her abilities are really good on it. The one that we have is like really expensive to play. One of the highest I've seen for a Planeswalker. As I like to say, she's not a cheap date. So I'll block that. The one hit. We can't kill that Dowser of Lights yet. Mega J says, if my pastiche Tifa Lockhart decides to be one of the Blue Shogun women, does she come to Earth to be with him, and does she contribute to future plots, or just become a proud bed-warming baby? You gotta do both. Like, the characters still have to, like, actually, you know, provide something. It just can't all be that. I'd say be both, like a balance of each. No! Not the Chupacabra! But this is the game. Your thing doesn't have trample, but even if I sacrifice, you're still gonna kill me on the next turn. I had no other choice. And another dead draw. I drew a friggin' mana. Ugh. God. It's 2 dead draws on my last card. GG again. Megajiji says, okay, does she come to Earth at the risk of never seeing her world again, or do I create some means where she can visit her world at any time? I'd say that she can't, but there's a way for her to find a way. So it's like a plot motivator, so she has to look for that ability to find a way to get into communication or travel back to her planet. That's what I would say. Like, she can't at first, but then she is working on finding a way. And the story is driven by us wanting to find out whether or not she can, you know? Intrigue and plot motivation. Good games, Mr. Matthews. I'm going to buy a couple decks before I sign off here. Oh. A couple packs, I mean. No problem at all, Mr. Matthew. Look forward to more. I had so many dead draws. Oh, I got another Wanderer. That was a pretty good pull. And a Derilio? Sure. What's the special card? Oh, a mythic rare card. Sweet. I can redeem it for a mythic. I'll take that all day long. Pack number 2. Augur Bolas. I'll add that to my blue deck. Yes! Woo! Yes, I can take that overpriced Jace out of my deck and put him in. Yes! I need this game in real life. Mr. Matthews says I haven't bought unlocked many decks or cards yet. I've just grinded a lot, so that's why. Like, I do my dailies. And even if I get my butt kicked, I always do my dailies. Always do your dailies to get that gold unlocked. And then you can use that to buy packs and improve your things. I want that card in real life. I'm hoping I get it out of a booster pack, but that's going in my Jace deck. Come on, Nisa. Ah, no. The zombie card says sorcery. Yeah, exactly, Mega Jetty. Something like that. That's how I would write it. Like, make the ability to return a plot, like a hopeful quest. And then you decide whether or not it turns out like it's a good thing. Maybe she wants to turn away from it. She chooses not to go. She gets back. She doesn't get back. That's the key to, like, sci-fi fantasy. Like, to me, that's a hook. To me, that's a hook. Mr. Matthews says, can we save each other or do we have to trade names every time? No, we're in there now, man. We're now in the... If you go to, like, where we were battling in the Blades, in the direct challenge, you're in my saves now, man. So we can play at any time. So we don't have to... We don't have to trade things off. I'm going to go into my packs while we're still online here together. Thanks, everyone, for joining me again tonight. I'm going to put that Jace in this deck. Super excited. Get off the shiny. Just type Jason, I think. There he is. So let's get the Arcane Strategist out. And then we'll put the Wielder of Mysteries in. Sweet. I'm going to play one game before we go, just with that deck, because I put that card in. Let me see what else we got that I've unlocked recently, because that Augur of Bolas is a pretty good card too. Just gonna check my blues out. But I don't really want to mess up too much of the deck here. It's already a pretty balanced deck. One more for the road. Actually, before we go, I'll get into some ranked. So let's do... Mega Jitty says, I actually have something similar planned for my favorite mythical characters. Blue Shogun means King Arthur, Robin Hood, Hercules, Achilles, Hector, the fictional Three Musketeers. The question is how. Time travel, dude, like Bill and Ted's. No, I'm not too sure. But maybe he has ability like that too, but it's something that he can't control. But that's kind of like a ripoff of... It's borrowing from like Doctor Who, where like the TARDIS is controllable, but really isn't as well, because it just goes like wherever the heck it wants at times, it seems. Mr. Matthews says, cool, that was fun. I know Acid isn't here anymore, but I agree with what he was saying. I lost pretty gracefully for most of the day, but 3 or 4 nasty games in a row was very... Oh no, I hear you, man. Very frustrating. I completely understand from where you're coming from, but I get now where he was coming from, because I've grinded a bit, and like you just gotta put your head down and like go through those. But I find sometimes like once you've seen enough of the mill, like you know what's coming. So like even my buddy, like the guy that I work with, he said that himself. Like he just concedes when he sees like an because he mills. If he sees a deck that's good against the mill, he'll just concede because he knows that he's gonna get wrecked. Oh, ranked is a lot harder. But you're playing guys, you should be playing players similar to your ability, like your standing. But general play is just like, I think it's the same way. Ranked, you can eventually unlock things. If you're able to get a certain number of victories in a row, you can like get gold at the end of the month and then extra packs. So there's no real difference except that you get the ability to like get on streaks and like win stuff to further improve your decks. Play is just like you do your dailies, you win your 15 a week sort of thing. Yeah, I know. I'm playing traditional ranked. I'm in the ranked. Like these are gonna be harder. Like these are in it to win it decks. I'm not there yet. I don't know what he's played to get his deck like that, but see you later, Angrath. Megajiti says, either he travels to a world where all mythical heroes reside at the same time, or he's sent back to mythical paths where all heroes from different times exist at once and his present could ruin history. That's true. That sounds like a good idea as well. Either one of those. Death Touch. Very nice. Mr. Matthews says, I think I was catching guys at the start of Meteoric Rise. They were obviously much better than Bronze. And they could be like players that are coming in with like a new deck. I'm not too sure. Maybe they're like creating new profiles. These are experienced players. I'm not too sure how the player base works on Magic, to be perfectly honest with you. On the Gathering. On the Arena. It used to be completely unbalanced, where you could face anyone, apparently. Like, you go into play and you could just play any level. 32 health, and a 10 amassed zombie army.
Step aside or be
Oh, there's the other Vraska. This is the Vraska that I was talking about. I just got this out of a forest deck booster pack this weekend. I'll click on her as soon as he's done doing stuff so we can read the card. Swarm's Eminence. Legendary Planeswalker. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch deals damage to a player or Planeswalker, put a 1/1 counter on that creature. The -2 is create a 1/1 Black Assassin creature token with Death Touch. And whenever this creature deals damage to a player or Planeswalker, destroy that Planeswalker.
I don't always enjoy it.
Oh yeah, that card brings out the old Jace. I don't have that anymore.
I grow bored with this fight.
Crazy deck. And it's a lot cheaper. Like our Vraska is 6 mana. That's only 4 mana to get that card out on the table. Just like that Jace I got is now a 4, where the other one was again 6. Mega Jetty says, which one do you think is better, Myth World or Myth Past? I don't know about the Myth World. Maybe that's the past, because with the world, then you're gonna have to like create a controller system. Like, how did they get there? Was it an anomaly? Did someone bring them there? Wow, I got wrecked. I need one more game. One more game. Let's go into traditional ranked with our new deck. Let's try to do a traditional ranked game with the new deck. Stretching out a bit. Maybe it's a longer wait for looking for players on this. I'm not too sure. Waiting for your opponent. Your opponent is choosing which player will play first. Alright, let's do this. So yeah, I tried to create this deck in real life, Mr. Matthews, but I don't have all the cards. So I had to change it a little bit. I've bought quite a few, like just common packs. I buy them from the dollar store here. They sell, like, they resell common cards in large quantities. So I was able to find most of these creatures. There's just a couple that I don't have. Like this guy, the Vampire Neonate, don't have him because I think he's new to M19. To this core set 19, that's what that number means. I'm gonna play that, and I'm gonna play the Twilight Panther. Mega Jetty says, you're the 6th person I asked chose Myth Past, while 2 picked Myth World. I think votes are showing which one should choose. Hashtag democracy, exactly, man. Do it up. donate. Oh, you buy them from the Dollar Tree as well? Nice. We have the Dollar Tree here, but they're not in Dollar Tree for some reason. They're in another one, like called Dollarama. So, but it's the same thing. I had a couple that I bought this weekend that I've been saving, and I opened them up today trying to find more of the white cards, more of the creatures. I'm like, I need to find this card. Yeah, our Dollar Tree has Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh, but for some reason they don't sell Magic there. But yet they have the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh like repackaged ones at the other store where I get them. So kind of confusing. There we go. Johnny's welcome finally. It's like the key to this board. The key to this. So I got one, drew to the cowl off, so he's down 1 mana, and I got buffed for 1, and I got my Supperling out. Alright, what should I do? Play my Krull Raider, because he only has 1, or get Sarah out there. I think you guys know what I'm going to do. Mr. Matthews says, I spent a lot of money on TCG, $20 at a time, when I found them at the dollar store. Nice. By the way, I saw a meme today that said, just you wait, one of these days Canada will take over the world and then you'll all be sorry. Exactly. And you probably won't do that with Magic. I hear you. I try not to spend too much on it. Like at Walmart has the booster packs, or I go to I prefer to support local board game stores. There's a couple here where you can go in and you can buy the booster packs, or you can go in there with a list of cards as well and they'll sell them to you. So that's what I'm probably going to do rather than go hunting in packs in the dollar store, because I've already got quite a few that I'm not going to use. So I'll probably take that list in and say, hey, I'm looking for these cards. Any chance you got them? That doesn't have Death Touch anymore, so no, I'm not going to... I didn't mean to attack. At least I didn't lose a creature. That Verdant Force. It's a beast and he also gets to create, but I'm getting rid of that thing. 7/7, Spark Harvest all the way. Why didn't I screwed it up again? Ugh. Head shake, head shake. I had the card to kill that thing and I didn't do it. I deserve to lose this game. Mega Jitty says, my myth heroes will be based on the ones whose movies I like the most. My King Arthur is based on Aragon. My Robin Hood will be based on Kevin Costner. And my Musketeer on the Disney movies. Nice, I like the Musketeers Disney movie. Myself as well. That's a good movie. And Mr. Matthews says, after seeing how complicated the game is, I can't even imagine how the game is played in real life. We don't play... Whoa, what is that thing? Arboretum Elemental. When we play it, we don't play it with like super serious rules. Alright, so I'll sacrifice that to take that. Another Saproling. all the mana. All the mana you could ask for. Oh no, I forgot to put Death Touch on it. No! I forgot to tap it with Death Touch. Two mistakes. But I'm still, like, I can still survive this as long as he doesn't have, like, or they don't have. Oh god. Never mind. Never mind. Because I need 2 hits. I need, as long as they don't have a card that can kill that, I can just 4 and 4 to the face. 4 and 4 to the face. That's. I'm just hoping they don't have something that gives haste to the creature that comes out next, because that's a lot of damage on the board. That's 14, 20. I don't think I got this. I need more health. I need something to come out on the board that can give me health. Well, at least I can sacrifice one of those cards. So now I can sacrifice Shalai to take a hit. So that's 4, 11, 12, 18. I'll block one of the 7s. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that Verdant Force thing was crazy. That's crazy. Yes, I did it. Eight mana exactly. It'd take forever to get it out. Thanks, Mr. Matthews. Let's do it, Mega Jetty. Kiefer Sutherland, Athos, Oliver Platts, Porthos, and Charlie Sheen's Aramis are the first ones I think of when I hear the Three Musketeers. Now, how do I solve King Arthur? Richard issue, 2 kings, 1 England. Exactly. All right, let's try one more game. I don't know why I had to wait for him to sideboarding. Maybe we have to play best 2 out of 3. Maybe that's traditional. Your guess is as good as mine. Oh, let me just play a creature. I should have played... I don't have a swamp to play. So... They've only got a handful of swamps in this deck, Mr. Matthews. This is the last game after we're done here. Really got to get going. Wanted to watch the end of the game. And also get to bed at a decent hour. It's not a Friday night like where we can stay up forever. Playing Friday the 13th or Outlast like we do every week. Oh, no, flyers can block anything. That's why I do the deck with so many angels. That flyers can block the ground, but can't be blocked. The only way you can block a flyer if you're on the ground is if you have a creature that has reach. And usually the reacher, you'll find them in spiders. All the spiders have reach. Or the majority of spiders have reach. Yep, time to play my saga, because I've got nothing else on the go here. Oh, Goreclaw, not this thing. I started the night playing somebody with Goreclaw. Got my butt kicked. Put Shield Mirror on the table. Mega Jetty says King Arthur was from mythical 5th century, while Robin Hood serves under King Richard the Lionheart in the 10th, 11th century in a shared past. Do I have the two kings at once or remove Richard? That's a tough one. I don't know. Oh, I hate those mythic legendary lands that turn into things. I don't even understand how that works myself. Mr. Matthews says there's pure fantasy or is there any sci-fi in it? To you, Mega, this time, not the game. It's all fantasy over here in Magic the Gathering. Ah, stupid Goreclaw. Buffing everybody up. I shouldn't have let that through. I should have sacrificed. Should have sacrificed. Oh, can I get more land? Look how far in we are in the game, and I've still got only 3 land. And I've got 22 land in this deck. I've got an unbalanced amount of land. There we go, I did some damage. GG. I think I have to play this player again. This one did not go my way. That has trample, so the game's already over. Because 1, 2, 3... maybe not. Does that have trample? Ah, it's got trample as well. 2 with trample. Boo. Alright, let's see if I have to play a 3rd game. Yeah, get ready for game 3. So this is where you can sideboard and choose other cards. We need to win this. We need to win this. In this to win this, so gotta play first. Thank you. I was hoping he was going to play one of his elves. -1. Fungal infection. Off the table. And I get the saproling. Out. And it kills the mana pool. I get to actually like store up some mana. Krull Raider. OG was watching Megan's video. I'll have to check that out. Mr. Matthews. Megan just says sci-fi mixture of the two, sci-fi fantasy. Mr. Matthews is asking if there's any room for time travel or multiverse type stuff in the story. That, and then we're gonna go. We're gonna dead weight that thing. So all I can do is take hits. Being a lot more aggressive this time, guys. I'm not sitting back. We're ending this game as quickly as possible. I'm not letting him grow those big mighty things. You can't let a growth deck get out of hand, 'cause he'll stomp me. Merfolk Scout. Mr. Matthews says, one of the rare cards I open turns one of your lands. Giant Colossus. 9/9. That's crazy. Oh, no. No, no, no. Not that 8/8 trample thing. No, thank you. No, thank you. We had this. We had this. This is about to turn against me. Not Rabid Bite. Not Rabid Bite. Here goes my Krull Raider. Come on, land. Ooh, I needed that. I needed that big time. All right. Moment of triumph. I gotta get the angel out there first. Then I'll buff it, the angel, and gain the 2 life. Yes! Yes! I won my first traditional ranked victory. That's crazy. Wow, I rolled like crazy. That's what I say. In this deck, I'm just aggressive. I just bring it right to the face. Like, block it if you can. If not, it's coming right through to your face. No sitting back. And I got a pack. Sweet. Let's go to the pack store. Open one more up before we go. Mega Jetty says, Mr. Matthews, time travel, yes. Multiverse, perhaps. I plan the possibility of a mirrorverse with the Blue Shogun and its evil and its enemies are heroes. It was inspired by Elseworld Batman idea. Mega Jetty says, OG, tell me about it. As much as I was hurting and moaning in pain, I couldn't help but laugh at my own dismay. And Mr. Matthews says, I scared him off the table. I did, man. I rocked his world. Like I said, just bring it right to him. That's what I'm building that deck for. No more waiting back. No more building defense. Just bringing it. Legendary Angel. Too bad it's in a white-red deck, and I'll never use that. For now. Alright, guys. I am going to wrap it up for tonight. Just want to thank you all for coming in and hanging out with me for a couple hours. really appreciate it. I'm glad we could do this every Monday. I'll be back Friday for sure. If not, I might be back earlier than that, get another stream in, or I might work on some videos like Mr. Matthews and I were talking. But either way, I really appreciate you guys coming in. OG off the top, Mr. Matthews, Mega Jetty, Acid Burn came in to join us. And as always, RoboCub and Zombie Cub were with us as well. And if you're still there, I want to say have a good night, guys. And thank you all for joining me. And I will see you next Friday. I'm just going to wrap it up. Aw, I had some music queued up and I closed the program. I had music ready to take us out. Man, one of these days I'm going to turn into a professional streamer and you'll all be sorry. Just like Canada taking over the world. There it is. Alright, guys. Have a good night.